Okay, people, so breaking news concerning this Merck pill. Yes, this Merck COVID pill. Just so happens that the FDA, I think they approved it as this Megatron, or whatever the thing is. Well, let me go ahead and press play.
It is still Tuesday, November 30th, 2021. And in the headlines, breaking news, FDA advisors vote to recommend authorization of a pill to treat COVID-19. And this is Merck's pill. And we've been talking about the significance of the 82 on the side. And it was a few weeks back, the news reported that they would likely be authorized on November 30th. And we pointed out then that if they did do this, which they now have, they would authorize the 82 pills on an 82 date numerology. And at the time of this news, the top story is the shooting in Oxford, Michigan.
All done by numbers. You know what I'm saying? They make up the dates just so they can apply their numbers to it. You know what I'm saying? They done already had this all planned to approve this pill on this date.
The COVID vaccines being distributed out of Michigan, but remember the vaccine went live in the U.S. on the anniversary of Sandy Hook. The first one to get it was a nurse named Sandra. They said, anyway, different type of shots. Not sure which ones are more harmful yet, but anyway, 82-date numerology in gematria, COVID equals 82. So now we have a COVID pill with an 82 on it that was approved on an 82-date numerology. And we have a gazillion other examples to show that every other ritual for every vaccine approval has all been just like this. This is nothing new. It's just this is the most blatant because the pill literally has the number on it. So on the 82-date numerology, the 82 pill.
So now you don't have to take a shot. Now you can just pop a pill.
Approved. And the top news story is the shooting in Oxford, which is also 82. And you might notice Oxford equals 82 when you run the alphabetical order forwards. COVID equals 82 when you run the alphabetical order reverse. So I got to check both ways because that's how they code out the news every single day. And the CEO of Merck right now is 53 years old. COVID equals 53 forwards, 82 in reverse. Just like how Janssen was created in 53, Janssen equals 82. They're the company that makes the vaccine that Johnson & Johnson uses. Remember, the pandemic began in Seattle, the first confirmed case in the world outside of mainland China in Seattle in Bill Gates' backyard. And we predicted. We said, once they created this word COVID, we said, COVID equals 82. That falls on March 22nd, 322, the Skull and Bones number, the Johns Hopkins number. I said, look out for lockdowns on March 22nd, 2020. Lockdowns all across the nation on the 82nd day of the year. And so far, the biggest company to profit off this scam, Pfizer, the most sued company in the history of the world for wrongful death and injury, Pfizer, another 82. As we know, this entire thing is a Jesuit ritual. It's the Jesuits behind all of this. Loyola, Ignatius Loyola, the founder, 82. But look at this. The FDA, they got their request from Merck on October 11th. Remember, that was 82 weeks after the pandemic began. To grant authorization for their pills. So from October 11th to November 30th is 50 days later. And Merck, in the most simple cipher, the alphabetic order is 50. When you run it in reverse numerology, it's 31.
50 represents, you know what I'm saying, the circle of life. That's why they did this on a 50 numerology number, because 50 represents the circle of life. And this pill, what is this pill going to do? Well, if you got the coronavirus, I guess you may save your life.
They get approved on the day, leaving 31 days left of the year, 50 days after the request. And when you use numerology, Merck and pills are 23 and 31 forwards and backwards. The 23 factors in because look at what the FDA's vote is. 13 to 10, 23 votes for the pills, 13 in favor. The actual name of it, Molnupiravir, has gematria 69, like Illuminati, like Catholic Church, like the New World Order. I don't know why I forgot the Jesuit order. I meant to put the Jesuit order up there, 69. But again, the Order of Illuminati created by the Jesuit, again, that all this stuff is related. And this knowledge right here is the light to see through this bullshit. They're taking advantage of people in the dark, and I mean, they're putting it right in front of their face. They're like, you're so fucking in the dark, you don't get why we're approving an 82 pill on a date with 82 numerology. You don't know anything about this.
Yeah, and most of the masses is all in the dark because they believe that this damn pill is gonna cure some boogeyman virus. You know what I'm saying? That they orchestrated and mechanically put out to scare you. You know what I'm saying? Some boogeyman virus. Yeah, okay. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something, people. It's not what you got, it's what they put in you. If they put it in you, of course you're going to suffer from it because they put it in you. If you don't have it, if you're not suffering from any symptoms from anything, then you shouldn't have anything to worry about. Anyway, go ahead, press play.
When someone shows you, you'll call them crazy because we got you under our mind control. Everything is a coincidence. Everything's a conspiracy theory. So, yeah, I mean, this is just another one, man. And there's been a lot of them. But the 82 pills on the 82 date numerology. How do you like yesterday on the 81 date numerology? Yesterday we were talking about all the 81s in the news. Russell Wilson, 81. Throws his only touchdown to number 81. Like I was only target open all night, 81. But yeah, Oxford shooting, big COVID vaccine news, all fits in perfect with the 82 date numerology. And, you know, when I look at Merck...
So, you know what I'm saying? So, this day is an 82 date numerology. So, that's why this pill had to get approved on this date. And it couldn't have got approved yesterday. It couldn't have got approved tomorrow. It had to get approved on this date because the numbers line up perfectly.
Merck's logo, what I see in it, the cutout area in the middle of it, I see an hourglass, you know, like time slipping through the hourglass. Like all these numerical rituals are a countdown to what's etched on the Georgia Guidestones. One of our younger contributors.
And what's edged on the Georgia Guidestones? Deep, you know what I'm saying, maintain humanity population over, I think it's under 500 million or something like that. And, you know what I'm saying, and all of that is going to be taken care of by 2024. By 2024, you know what I'm saying, that's why they're doing all of this, because they hope to have everything in place by 2024. And won't be too long before that day comes.
I won't name him because I don't want people to get mad at him. Their father works for Merck, and he's been trying to wake his dad up to this. And his dad does think the 82 thing is pretty weird. And he's trying to get his dad to explain why there's an 82 on the pill. I don't think his dad knows right now. I think his dad might have to accept that the best explanation for it is the one coming from this community. So, and by the way, don't forget that when Brandy Vaughn died, the Merck rep, the day that the vaccine went live, don't forget that story. She was a Merck rep. Remember that? Brandy Vaughn, that was the viral news. The Merck rep that was found dead right as the vaccine went live. Merck, a word often used in regards to mercenaries, soldiers, killers, destroyers. But yeah, when they asked for authorization, it was 82 weeks and 5 days after the pandemic began. 19 months on the nose for COVID-19.
Another word for Merck, you know what I'm saying? When you want to get rid of somebody, what you do? You Merck them. You Merck them out. You know what I'm saying? Just like the white boy said, mercenary, you know what I'm saying? Killer, Merck.
Isn't it perfect, though? So Merck is the first one to hit us with the pills. And again, you see the joke in that, too. Again, Merck and pills have the same gematria, right? Merck and pills. What a day. The day leaving 31 days left in the year. Yeah, 13 votes in favor. 13 Illuminati families. 13 layers of bricks on the dollar bill. It's all about dollar bills, y'all. The U.S. federal government has contracted to buy 3.1 million courses of the pills. Wow, 3.1 million. I wonder why they did.
So the government have agreed to pay 3.1 million. In reverse, what is that? 13. Oh, okay. So the U.S. government plan to buy 3.1 million. You know they're going to use these. If they buy 3.1 million of these pills, you know they're going to use them. On who? On you.
You go with 3. You think it's because 3.1's like Merck and pills and today leaves 31 days left in the air? Of course that's why. And again, for people who are new here, the reason I figured out that this is what they're doing is because I recognized a long time ago that there was something about numbers and rituals and news stories. Again, they just made it super obvious with approving the vaccine for ages 11 to 5 in a meeting that they reported lasted from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then they said the vaccine would be available for all children by the end of the week, which was that Friday, 11/5. There's a whole lot more to that, but again, for years, I just looked at stuff like that. For years, just reading news stories, seeing what they're reporting, I'd say, man, they are doing something with numbers. There's something about numbers in the news. The big wake-up clue was 911, the national emergency on 9/11. You had to be brain dead to not get it. But then we got 19 years later after the 19 hijackers, COVID-19. And who told you 19 years later would be the next target year for the NWO? Of course I did. You know, way in advance. Many years in advance. So these people are all about agendas. Chaos equals 19. Their motto is order out of chaos. COVID-19, 19 hijackers. 19 years later. 19 year cycles of the moon. Anyway, I think we got it all. We'll keep this one short and sweet. If you missed the last live stream, we just went.
Alright, so there you have it. You know what I'm saying? They approved this Merck 82 pill on the ritualistic date of November 30th. Okay, there you have it. Like I said, if you want to become a monthly sponsor of this podcast, you know what I'm saying, you are going to become a monthly sponsor of this podcast for as low as $25 per month. You know what I'm saying? You can do so. Just send me an email to sponsor@gospeltalktv.com. That's sponsor@gospeltalktv.com. I'm your host. I'm your pastor, Mr. Michael Smith. Till next time, stay tuned.